Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here we go, the first carry for the former Viking Peterson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. On second down, Peterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now Haskins on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
Somebody please tell me what just happened.
Viking territory now. They'll come up first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run for it with Peterson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
Right there, 54. Switch.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On the ground, Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short, as he did not get the push he needed. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Geis. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Give me that. Thank you.
Take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's It's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Yeah, he went for it again. He must be some type of motherfucking fool. He got to be.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
KY beast mode.
Line of scrimmage to the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right across the bridge, beat up.
Here's Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 68 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Mirror.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 7, Redskins 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
With this bomb. KY beast mode. Ain't nothing about this guy beast mode. Y'all see this shit.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Well, they got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's got room. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10, touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 71 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. as the first half is winding down.
That's a bad man.
The Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive right there was totally off.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Jahan, what I need? 56. You better be afraid of me. You better. Hey, Ken. Wide. Hey, dude.
Third and short yardage. Cousins looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, man. Watch me.
Peterson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Peterson running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 4th down. Here's Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw is Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Cousins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Geis. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Vernon Davis, 58 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Hopkins with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins now from the 50. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it They're not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Off to Geis on the screen. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 50 yards. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Today's final score.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.